Hello everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5 Episode 17. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all, before I get into this review, I made a stupid decision on Saturday and I am now paying for it, and I was paying for it yesterday. My little cousin, she was turning 11 and we had a small family function outside. And she wanted a mechanical bull. And something, I don't know what, said, hey, why don't you get your extra grown tail on there and ride this mechanical bull? The ride lasted for 40 seconds, but I'm paying for it yesterday and today. Yesterday, I was like, why is my legs hurting? And I was like, because you got on that mechanical bull and you had no business getting on that mechanical bull. Now, it didn't seem like it was going fast when I seen my two younger cousins ride it. But when I hopped on it, it seemed like it was going faster, and then I had the nerve to be like holding on with one arm. And now it feels like I have been doing squats for an extra long time. And now it kind of hurts to walk. It's sore to walk, I should say. And I don't see how people can ride bulls for a profession or ride horses. Because I imagine riding a horse would be painful as well. So now I am paying for my mistakes. I'm like, I should have known better. Like, you know that you are now at the age where if you turn to the side too fast, you're gonna be in pain. Waking up like, when did I hit something to get this bruise on my leg? Like, I'm going through that at this age, and I am this soreness now. But I just had to let y'all know that right now. If y'all see me wincing in pain, that is why. If you see me wincing in pain when I did Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, that is why. Now let's get into this review. Now, Ashley, she's gonna get it again this week. Now, I said last week that if you are an Ashley fan, you're not going to like this video. I'm going to put that out there again. If you are an Ashley and Karen fan, you're not going to like this video. And I thought I went extra hard on Ashley. But some other people, I was like, I felt bad. But I was saying how I felt. But I was like, okay, they were really going for Ashley. So it wasn't just me that was feeling that way. But anyway, we starting off where we left off when Ashley told Giselle and Robin that she made a statement on against Candace for Monique. Now she is on this whole, well, me writing a statement for Monique. I don't want I wrote it down, and I know I probably wrote it down wrong. Ashley's still going on about if Candace takes me writing a statement for Monique that I don't want us to be friends, then so be it. Like, I don't know why she would take it that way. She would take it that way is because now it seems like you being a snake, which I seen that from jump. I don't know why Candace didn't, but I did. Now she's like, she's not sorry if they're no longer friends. Cause like, Giselle's like, you ain't gonna be able to turn this back. She's not gonna be friends with you. Like, I am okay with that. Like, if she's taking it this way, then that's on her for taking it this way. Like, she said that she's not going to tell her now. She's going to wait till they had a nice, lovely day. And then she's going to drop the bomb on her at the end of the day. Now, I was like, Ashley, if you sit in this girl's face and kiki this and kiki that, and then you come dropping a ball on her, you raggedy for that. I'm going to just say that. I would rather you not say anything to her at all. Keep it cordial, but not fake. That's how I feel. And I'm at this feeling with, even if you wrote a statement saying that Monique is a good person, I could see that, but you didn't do that. You went the opposite way because for whatever reason, and I'm going to get to that later on, you don't like Candace. And you don't like what she said about your family, but we're going to get to that a little bit later. Now, the ladies turned the day at the beach into a photo shoot / music video for Candace since her song was out there and all that other stuff. Now, y'all, I have been to the beach one time in my whole entire life. We went after my little sister's graduation. We went to Panama City, Florida. And it was okay. It was a nice sunny day out. The water was okay. But I want to go to a beach where it's like crystal clear. like the Bahamas or Jamaica, where the water is just the perfect temperature and all that stuff, where I can like put my toes in the water but not go too far out, because the ocean, it scares me. I just want to go and just walk on the beach, put my feet in the water, and take some photos of myself, or somebody take some photos of me. That's what I would love to do. But wherever they was at, it's doggone freezing cold. It was lovely to take the pictures, but as far as getting in the water, it's cold. And Ashley didn't tell anybody it was cold, so she let everybody walk down there and get into this cold water. That is one thing I used to hate about swimming, because I am not one of those people who can just jump right into the water. First, no, I have to get into the water, and I gotta slowly get my body used to the water and then dunk my head. It ain't no just jumping in. That's one thing I could not do. But they didn't have them like a little lovely day at the beach and all that other stuff. And then they take like a motorcycle slash sidecar to the this place where they make the puncha, that drink that they love so much. Now, y'all, in theory, I would like to ride a motorcycle, but then at the same time, a motorcycle, that does not protect me in case I fall over and scrape the whole side of my body. The last time I was on anything close to the motorcycle was on a moped, and that when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I was riding in the back, and I went around like the neighborhood. And this was when I wasn't as scared of a lot of things, but now I know a lot of dangers and I am scared. So yeah, but the ladies, they had fun. Some of the ladies was in the sidecar, some of the ladies was behind the driver, and they seemed like they was having a good time. Robin, they asked about the website, and Robin has to tell Carrie that her pictures weren't the best, so she's not gonna be on the website. I would rather her pull Karen to the side and like, Karen, your pictures weren't the best. I would love if you don't mind coming doing like retakes and pictures so you can be on the website, as opposed to not saying anything and just being like, oh yeah, in front of everybody, your pictures wasn't the best, so therefore you did not make the cut. You should have pulled Karen to the side before now, because I'm pretty sure you got the pictures and you went through everything before everything went to said website, and you noticed that Karen's pictures didn't look right. Like on the camera, you can look, okay, this didn't look right, okay, and retake them. You could look at them right then that day, but you didn't do that. See, some of Giselle was wearing off on you. This is when Karen lets the ladies know that she will be starting her own wig line. Now, for whatever reason, Giselle is like somewhat annoyed. Like, she's like started like 5 different companies. And I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do. She's on a popular reality show. This is the time when you start a business so you can get free press and promotion. This is what Candy has been doing for years. She done started, Candy Coated Night. She done got her sex toy business. She got several restaurants since she's been on this show. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take this opportunity to start businesses and all these other things while you're on this show, while you can promote these things. I'm with Karen. Like, I'm not sure what the wigs is going to look like, but I'm all for while you on this show, try to take advantage as much as you can, start as many businesses you can. Okay, LaDame is up and running, is doing good. I don't know, because I don't really wear perfume like that. It kind of makes my head hurt. I guess I ain't found the right one. But LaDame is up and running. Okay, what's my next business so I can, keep on making this money and, have something to, pass down to my children and charities and all that other stuff. Giselle, you should be doing that too. Is every you doing all well? What next business are you going to be out here doing so you can once this show is over, you can be having some money coming in? Bethany Frankel, I didn't even watch her, but I know that she done got like several businesses going, and she don't need Real Housewives of New York money no more. She done made it on her own. But just what you're supposed to do. I don't know what you're talking about. So, this is when we get to the meat and potatoes of the episode. Now, after that, Giselle and Ashley, they host this dominatrix party, and After they had fun and, play games and all that other good stuff, Ashley decides to tell Candace that she has made up a statement for Monique. Now, like I said earlier, it'd have been one thing if you had been like, okay, I read a statement saying that Monique, she's a good person. This is not in her character. She had a, it was a lap in judgment. She was drunk. Something like that. Not Candace did A, B, C, and D to me. So this warrants her getting her tail whooped. But what got me is she started off the before saying everything that we're friends and we're working to be friends and I just want to be transparent. I was worried what was gonna happen to her, and Candace like, oh, you was worried about her. Oh, okay. Wendy asked if it was a character statement for Monique, saying that Monique was good. And she's like, no, well, her attorney said that I should write about what Candace said to me on social media and about what happened at her house and, what happened at the reunion. And Wendy's like, it was to assassinate Candace's character, like we already said. They're going to try to prove that her temperament was the cause for someone to attack her. And I was like, if that was the case, Ashley Ben should have got her tail whooped. And if we're going to talk about some things, let's talk about how you was asked to leave this woman's house. And this your mama's house. You was going on and on about that. I don't care if this is my mama's house. This is where I lay my head at night. This is where I pay bills. This is where my mail comes. This is my house. I told your raggedy tail to leave. And then you came back in. And like I looked up last week, trespassing is when you come in somebody's house without authorization. Once I told you to leave, you're no longer authorized to be there. And then you left and then you came back. That's trespassing. So if I'd have threw a rock at your head, that would have been my business because you was trespassing in my house. It don't matter what if Giselle told you to come in. You didn't have to. That would have been you getting a rock thrown at your head because on Giselle's behalf. She going on about my statement didn't have so much weight. It's like if your statement didn't have that much weight, then you wouldn't have written a statement. Robert says that you did this out of revenge. This is what you said. She's like, I didn't say that. You said we're even. Wendy calls her a snake, and I will second that motion. She said, you waited like a snake to get back at her for all the stuff that went on. That's what snakes do. And I was like, that is correct. I agree with that as well. And I was trying to understand why Monique's, her anger towards Candace, and I think I know what it is, and I already know what Ashley's anger is. They both are angry at Candace about how she's living and how she used to live. Ashley is mad because Candace grew up with a mother and a father and a stepfather who loved her, took care of her. She went to private schools. She had all those things that Ashley did not have growing up. Ashley had a mama who left her to go live in a tent with some man, so she was with grandma and grandpa. She didn't have her mama in her life. So she's mad about how Candace was raised. She's actually doing good now, but she's still resentful and hateful and envious the way Candace was raised. Now, Monique is the other thing. She's mad how Candace is living now. Now, not so much as Candace has more money than her, it is Candace doesn't have to deal with the things she has to deal with. A husband that's not always supportive. A husband is basically using her. Is somebody, I just want you to have sex and, be barefoot and pregnant and that's it. You take my money, just, you can spend all the money you want, but I want you barefoot and pregnant and willing to have sex with me anytime you want. And Candace, on the other hand, she has a husband who's not pressuring her to have babies. Listens to her. Asks her opinions on things. And Monique doesn't have that. That's what I'm seeing right now. Candace said that Ashley is messed up, and I totally agree. Because you bringing up something that happened last year after we had already made up. We made up episode 2 or 3. When one, after it's your little baby sipping seed, when they was trying to get me to apologize, and I was like, I've been on this, I would rather do this in private. You follow her downstairs. Y'all agreed y'all gonna squash things. Y'all met up together and both agreed that y'all said some messed up things and y'all squashed things. But now you want to circle back and use those things that she apologized about against her. Okay, I see how things are going. And if I was Candace, I would have told Ashley, okay, we going here. This is what we doing. So the next time I get info that Michael is out here with somebody who is not you, I'm going to just let the tabloids tell you. I'm not going to give you the courtesy of letting you know, because you know he going to do it again. It's in him. He can't help himself. He just can't. He loves to grab booty. He loves to cheat. That's it. I've been like, next time I find this information, I'm going to keep it to myself and let you find out with the blogs. Let you find out on the blogs with everybody else. I'm not going to give you the courtesy to be like, Ash, I'm going to let you know your husband's out here cheating before the blogs let you know, because they probably going to spend some things. I'll let you find out with the blogs. Now, Ashley leaves, and this is when we got to jump on Karen, because Karen says she knows something that happened about the incident. And I was like, do tell, Karen, because I'm like, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I've been defending Candace and I shouldn't have been defending Candace. But I was like, what could have happened at this incident that didn't nobody else see? Because the only person who wasn't there to see anything was Ashley. She was in the restroom. So what did you see? Well, apparently Monique showed Karen, the statement in which Candace, said that she threw the glass. But here's the thing, Karen. You was there and you saw the incident. The glass didn't get thrown in Monique's face until after Candace's head was being bashed on the table. She was doing that out of self-defense. It wasn't like they was talking. Now, let's get this clear, because a lot of people are like, well, she walked up on Monique. Monique right here, Candace right here. They both talking back and forth. They table right here. Table right here. Monique, Candace. Yada, 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 yada. Candace goes with Monique, Candace. Candace goes to leave. Oh, they over talking. Candace walks away. Oh, you sleep. You tired. I'm tired. I'm sleep. You tired. I ain't sleep. I ain't tired. Candace goes back to the conversation. And this is when the flick, don't flick me, grabs hair, grabs it, pulls, down, then drink was thrown. So, Karen, why did this statement make you feel change your opinion about what happened when you seen what happened? This is when I was like, that don't make sense. I was like, you saw the incident play out. You seen Monique grab this girl's hair, flick it first, grab it, and then pull it down and bash it. And it wasn't until doggone how many people was trying to get Monique off, and Candace had to throw the drink to get the girl off of her, and that still didn't work. And then this girl ran around was pulled to the side, still heated, ran around the building talking about she gonna kill her. How did this one statement when Candace said I threw the drink at her, how did that change anything? I don't know. This is what I was like, and looking at Karen, I was like, see, I can see why Candace would be upset with you, because now you over trying to make it seem like like it was something else to cause a fight, like I caused a fight. No, Monique did not know how to handle the popular girls laughing about what Candace said, because she thought she was in the popular group. We were supposed to be asking Candace out, in turn you end up getting asked out. I didn't get that. So Candace is mad at Karen. She mad at Ashley, and I believe rightfully so, because earlier on Giselle asked Candace, how is you in Karen's relationship, and she's like, I don't know. It still don't seem like it's all the way there, and we can see why it's not all the way there, because Karen is looking like, well, Candace did throw a drink. She threw a drink after she had already been assaulted, and I'm not finna work my blood pressure up trying to figure that out. But Candace, she talks to Chris, and he's shocked that he's one shot that Ashley would make a statement, and two that she didn't even see the tag. So why are you making a statement? He even agrees. Like Candace told her, Monique and Chris, they was talking cash money about you, and not in a good way, boo boo. And he's like, yeah, they was over there talking about both of them. Now Ashley, she on the phone talking to Michael, and he got the nerve, gall, and audacity to say that Candace is a criminal because she pulled a knife out on Ashley. Well, Michael, first of all, your wife was asked to leave that residence, and she didn't. She didn't get a knife pulled out of her. Candace already had a knife in her hand when she was eating her food. And if we want to talk about criminal, mister, I like to grab on people's men's booty without their permission. I would say that is criminal. And the only reason that you are not in jail is because Monique hid those tapes. And that man didn't have evidence of what you did, and you paid that man off. But best believe the next booty you grab, because you know it's going to be another time, you going to grab the wrong person's booty. And you're going to either end up with your jaw this side over here, and you're going to end up in jail. Because that booty grabbing is in you. We've seen you do it with Katie's, with Andrew. There was a clip going around like a month or two ago. You was running to grab some man's behind. You said that you was going to grab Ray's booty, but you didn't. You have this in you. And if that ain't criminal, I don't know what is. Not good. What are you talking about? You and your wife crazy. So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face with a video. You can click on it. You can like it. You can share it with your people. And you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. Now, this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.